I think a lot of people are really afraid in terms of what's going to happen to their money with inflation. Are we headed towards hyperinflation? And in your book, The Changing World Order, Principles for Dealing with the Changing World Order, and the video by the same name, which is blown up, I think the reason people are reacting to that is everybody has a sense that something is happening, something that they don't understand how to navigate. And then along comes your book, your video, which really gives a lot of context to that. And so, by the end of this talk, I really want to give people a sense of what they can do and what we can all do to forestall the essential decline of an empire, which is what we're living through right now. But first, to get to that, I think we have to understand your concept of this is just another one of these. And by looking back over the last 500 years of history, we can see this cycle that empires go through. And the US is just the most recent one to go through it. If you don't mind walking.
All right, Shalom. This is Hara 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. And Shalom to you, Akim, Nakwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. I want to go into this topic real quick. This guy was speaking on a lot, and it had a lot of light bulbs, or what you call red flags, going off as he was speaking. Now, one thing he said was a lot of people worrying about their money and what they're going to do. Why? Because of this scripture right here. See, these devils know how to divide and conquer. All right, they know how to take the supplies away from civilians so that the civilians can submit to their will. All right, and they're doing that by we say out with the old and with the new. That's their motto, right? That Roman style motto, where they're doing away with the old world order and they're coming in with the new world order. All right, bringing out the fiat currency, getting rid of paper money and going towards digital. But it says here, Ecclesiastes 7:12, for wisdom is defense, right? Because that's our defense, wisdom. And money is a defense, right? Because you're going to use money. And that's just it. Money is a defense. Why? Because you can pay your bills, pay your rent. This is a defense from poverty, okay? This is a defense from the bill collector. Pay unto Caesar, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, the tax collectors. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, all right? And that's what it's about, having life. Because, it's a horrible thing to be spiritually dead but be filthy rich. Ignorance is bliss. Well, ignorance can get somebody destroyed. All right, will get somebody destroyed. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get says here Psalms 119 and 103. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. All right, so sweeter than anything that can be desired. But once it hits the belly, it becomes bitter again. Sour in the stomach. Once you find out you're an Israelite, it's sweet, and you try to go tell your family, your friends, but they don't want to hear it, so it becomes bitter. But then it becomes sweet again when you find out the reward is for you, and that the Lord, one man watereth, one man planteth, another man watereth, but the Most High gives the increase. So can't nobody take your crown from you or the reward, and all Israel gonna be saved in the end. So what is there to really worry about as far as our nation that won't listen? All right, 2/3 that won't listen. Psalms 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. So that's what we want. We want understanding, not just money and riches and be dumb as hell, or can't read, or haven't read, or don't know our history or our future. All right. Therefore, I hate every false way, man. So every false way, the Lord only deals with the truth, and that's just it. And that's what we supposed to hate, every false way. Thy word is a lamp unto my path and a light unto my path. So like it. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, man. All right, and a light unto my path. See that? So now, a lot of the people of the world, right? They're of the world, and they don't have no light to their path, no light on their journey. It's nothing but darkness and no guidance. All right, but the Lord, His word is a light to our path. That's why we got to read. That's why Scripture say that blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things that are written therein, because the times are at hand. So, that's right, man. So, all right. So the hopeful elect, have guidance through these dark times, but the wicked, these heathens and 2/3, they go on to destruction and perdition, and they're walking blindly. All right, so yeah, man. A lot of points he was making. This guy, he was saying that a lot of people want to stop it from coming or slow it up, as we see the demise and fall of an empire, just like the Roman Empire. Now, this is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord is near. See, it is near. There's nothing anybody can do about it. And it hasteth greatly, man. All right, that's why the Lord said, "What? Behold, I come quickly." It's moving fast, not according to only our time, but according to the Lord's time, man. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly, man. All right, so only the elect are gonna cry out for joy, but the wicked, 2/3 of our people, they're gonna be chasing money. Especially in the Obama era, man. When Obama was as a president, Jake, man, they was doing videos with, I think who was that? Kanye West. He did a video with a bunch of Jakes at the table and had Esau serving. They was feeling themselves, which would be the right state of mind as far as Esau being under us. But it's just, remember that my president is black. My Lambo is too, some shit like that, whatever he said, Jeezy. So they was all about money. You walk up to Jake, say, "Yo, man, you heard about the coming destruction in the scriptures, in the Lord's name, the whole rundown." And they'll say, "Man, I just gotta get this money. I'm trying to make this bread. I gotta take care of my family. I'm trying to get by day, bro." So what you would notice is they don't care about money. That's it. Or you see people walk by and mock us when we're teaching. Look at them dudes. I ain't got time to be over there with y'all. Y'all ain't making no money. See that? That's what they'll say to us. But now, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. All right, we're gonna have the last laugh with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That day is a day of wrath, man, and a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness, a day of desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. Right, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse, but they hoping for it to get better. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, man. All right, that's why you see, there's an alarm, a sound of battle in the land. All right, all the cities are on high alert. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as the dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in that day, in the day of the Lord's wrath. So what the hell you really chasing, man? You want to desire your daily bread. The Lord said, what? Labor not to be rich. But you're gonna have times where you make money. If if you have rich or poor, praise ye the Lord. That's what scripture say. All right. But it's about balance and putting your priorities first. The Lord's work is the main priority, because that's something that carries on with us for eternity. Your spirit and riches are part of this earth, and when we pass on, we leave it to the earth. One person creates a pile, just like ants, man. The ant dies, another ants take over that pile, and then a human comes back on this earth, and it gets passed around again. And Esau on the earth is gonna rob and stealing and killing. He said, just like before, he said, you look into the history, just like any other empire that fell. Well, America's gonna fall too. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured with the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Especially talking about the land of America today. All right. Yeah, he stated that just like any other empire that fell in the past, this place is falling too, and that's completely correct. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been, verse 8. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it, right? Because everything is under the Lord's control and in order and moving, even the wicked, all right? When Esau operating in their right state of mind went to destroy us, that's the way the Lord created them, man, the wicked, for the evil day, for them to be destroyed, to play the bad guys upon the earth. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. All right? The thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. All right? And there is no new thing under the sun, right? Because you got kingdoms that rise and fall upon the earth. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? Right, man, it's nothing new. Empire's gonna rise and fall. That's what they do, man, especially when they're dealing with coin clipping, dollar devaluation, fiat currency, funny money. It's definitely gonna fall. Interest rates, taxation, all these are almost a guaranteed sign that empire is going to fall someday. It has a beginning and an end, and ultimately, because it just has to happen, man. It's the Lord's will, so the Lord can bring a righteous kingdom upon this earth. So is there anything whereof it may be said, this is new? It have been already of old time, which was before us, just like the Roman Empire. America's basically a reflection of that Roman Empire. The only time something's going to be new is in the kingdom, because the scriptures say, eye have not seen and ear have not heard what the Lord has prepared for them that love him, man. So that's when Yahweh said it, behold, I make all things new, refreshed. Everything will be new and different, man. Things we can't explain. Technology and power and spiritual power, all right? The kingdom of heaven is at hand, man, and it hasn't been on the earth yet. The closest to it has been under King David and Solomon. So, but the Lord said, I have not seen, ears have not heard. So even when we had a temple before it got destroyed in 70 AD, and also in 586 BC, that can't compare to what's coming for the men of the Lord and for the children of Israel. But these things got to come upon the earth. distress, famine, you know. Why? This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's it, man. They come on this earth, and somebody gonna take it from the next. All right, through either unrighteous dealings, which deals with unjust balances, which which the Lord hates as abomination to him. And injuries, which is like wickedness, you know, and murder, and riches gotten by deceit through swindling, and Esau's fornication was their business, which is based upon idolatry, man. You know, and deception, which is the dollar. The dollar is deception. It's called the dollar deception. It's a fiat currency. It's funny money. It's not real money. Even in their constitution, it says gold shall not be, or money shall not be known as a note, but money is gold and silver. So riches gotten by deceit, man. That's what the Rothschilds are all about with this banking system. That's a deceitful system that was set up to rob the people, and the dollar was set up to rob the nations. And the kingdom is translated from one people to another. But when Yahushua takes the kingdom, he's going to take it righteously, man, justly. You know, it belongs to him. And he gave his life for it. You know? All right, but these people, they love money. Even to this day, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with getting money. You're going to come up with plans and all that. But it's about, he said, what? Let's get this real quick. 1 Timothy 6 and 10. No, that's right. 6 and 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain, right? Because people think, here you go. Verse 5, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and that's what they do in these congressional hearings, the politicians, these churches, you know, the damn Masons, these all, and rapping, you know, the entertainment. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, man, and destitute of the truth. They don't have the truth. See, the Lord is dealing with people that have the truth. This whole place is built upon lies and deception, and people are falling for it. And they love it, so they're going to hold on to it just like Scrooge McDuck all the way to their destruction. Supposing that gain is godliness, man. From such withdraw thyself. All right, so people that think because they get rich that that's the kingdom, you know, like Diddy and them, or Brandon T. Jackson. He always said, we're building the kingdom now with the money. Kingdom heirs, and coming out with sneakers and all this shit. Madness, man. Or these church folks that manifest destiny, and you see them with these big houses, and you like, nah, I'm not going that route. You know, so if you have a big house, hey, the Lord is blessing you. But I'm talking about the devil could bless you too. You know, the left-hand side, the Lord gave the earth over to the devil upon earth, Esau, and the spiritual demon Satan at this point. And Yahushua is going to come back and take it. He got the keys to hell and death to free us of our condition and of our situation. All right. So, just like the devil, the spiritual demon Satan offered Yahushua the whole kingdoms of the earth. He showed him all these kingdoms. And Yahushua was like, nah, man. Because he knew what's coming. Yahushua knew what he was about to rule, that he's about to rule. And this place is, this current age is vanity. All right, age meaning time period or kingdom. For we brought nothing into this world, so like it, but godliness with contentment is great gain, man. All right, so godliness, being in His truth, and being spiritual, and being content with the things you have, you know, sufficient unto the day or the evils thereof. So the Lord gonna give you enough to handle the things that may be in your way that day. All right. But if you be a natural man, you'll see as the days go by. Besides taking care of your family, it's all about, first and foremost, it's about praising the Lord and doing His work and waking up our people out of this matrix. For we brought nothing into this world, right, into the matrix, you know, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. So what the hell are they worrying about? We gotta prep, man. I seen a video earlier, dude talking about, yeah, save up cans. Yeah, you're gonna save that up, but how do you know you're gonna be able to get to them? You know? Is it people like, yeah, I'm gonna save up my can. All right, then what? You know? Sit back and wait for the empire to change over, people to control their life. No, you gotta stand up and do something about it. And the Lord gave us that power. The marching around of Jericho. You know, it's a complete level of service and faith, and then the Lord's going to free us and tear down their walls. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content, man. Just be happy that you got the food that you have now, and clothing, and pray to the Lord to continue to bless you, man. You know, the Lord take no thought for thy life, because the Lord knows that you have need of these things. And they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, man. So they chasing after that one nugget of gold. They chasing after that dollar that's blowing in the wind up the street. Somebody pulling on Esau, pulling it on the string. And it's gonna lead them right into getting the MOTB and getting destroyed. Right, the snare of the fowler, martial law, New World Order, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts. So throughout life, we go through all kind of madness, man, trying to chase after riches. Like, look at Young Thug and all these rappers. They get turned out once they get out there. You know, Lil Wayne, look at him. You look at his old pictures, and you look at him today. He's a different individual, man. Got turned out. Look at the movie industry. They got the director's couch that a lot of these movie entertainers have to do some type of paganistic, you get what I'm saying, it's a zesty act to get a movie deal. And many hurtful lusts, man, with child support. Look at these women. Man trying to chase these women, that booty. Booty is, you know, in another term, in another context, means riches, and women are a part of that. Trying to get all the women, they say, no, you're on child support. Many hurtful lusts and adultery and diseases. So that's all part of it. So the Lord, like, no, chase Him, chase the Lord. From such, where was that? It says, what? Which drown men in destruction and perdition, man. They get drowned with the flood that these devils are bringing in. For the love of money is the root of all evil. See, people that love the money, people that love riches, that's the root of their evil. There's nothing wrong with having money. It's about if they love it. They love it more than the Lord. And the word love just means to be in order. So they're in order under this money system instead of being in order under the Lord and dealing with His money first. For the love of the money is the root of all evil, right? Because the Lord sent us into the world, but we're not supposed to be of the world. All right, and Yahweh shall say, He prays not that Yahweh should take us out of the world, but be with us in the world. And we have to understand this. For the love of money is the root of all evil, while which some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So they wonder why they have this sorrow, and they're like, oh, what are we going to do? Where the money? We know through faith that the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, He has power to make one person rich overnight. And He's going to make the elect rich with power, spiritual powers, man. He said the elect shall eat and have abundance. You know? It says, but thou, O man of Yahweh, flee these things, and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness, man. Don't follow after these idiots out here that don't get money, get rich, die trying. Don't follow after that. I'm gonna be rich forever. How long is forever? You know? You're gonna be rich forever in the kingdom. Fight the good fight of faith, man. Lay hold on eternal life, man. Go out and teach and believe. And the women, you fight in the house by fighting wickedness and teaching the children and listening to your man if he's telling you to do good things, you know, righteous things. So fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life. All right, lay hold on your how about Shem Shai, not that dollar that's being pulled on that string. Now the money come to you, hey, you know, you let it fall into your hand. It is what it is. I believe if you're chasing money, it's running from you. You know, money we should be setting it up to where money chases us. Wherefore, whereunto thou art also called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. All right, so a few other statements he made, man. He said, yeah, people worrying about their money, what's going to happen to it. Well, the elect aren't worrying about that because we trust in the scriptures. We trust in the Lord's word. And what did he say? His word going to be a light to our path. All right, and we know this right here, Proverbs 23:5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? See, fiat money, you look at the dollar, it says $20 on it, but that's not the true value of it. So it's an abomination to the Lord. It's fiat currency. It has to come and go. Once the fiat steps in, that's how you know that system is over. It has a beginning and a quick end, man. Hyperinflation. Look at all the other countries that happened to. Weimar Republic, Zimbabwe. Look up these places. Hyperinflation, man. That's when there's too many dollars printed, or they devalue the currency so much where the prices skyrocket. You know, where you see hyperinflation at the register, or you see it on the shelf, or from the devaluation of the currency. Either one. So that's what's happening, man. For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. And we got to know this. All right, here today, going tomorrow. Look at, what was that called? Risky Business. That's a good movie to watch. I think it's called Risky Business with Eddie Murphy. With that Edomite boy, I forgot his name. He could have been a Jake, but I think he's Edomite. He became poor in one night. Remember, they were like, Mortimer, we're back. Yeah, you gotta check that out. I think it's called Risky Business. It says eat, right? Wow, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, man. So, and Esau, you know. So don't believe their words and their lies, man. And their gifts. They give, what is it called? PPP loans? Or whatever that was they were giving out. That's only because it's a failing economy. That's the signs that the economy is happening when they have to give out rations. You know, disbursements of money. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, you know. Like, that's what Biden's saying right now. I got y'all, I'm going to take care of everything. But his heart is not with thee, man. The morsel which thou hast eaten, shalt thou vomit up and lose thy sweet words, right? Eventually, you're like, oh man, he was evil. You ain't gonna be talking all nice to him. A lot of jakes trim their ways to seek love. But when they see that that love is truly hatred that Esau feels for our nation, then they're gonna change that sweet talk they trying to do. You know, these politicians, Jake, these churches sitting around Trump. Remember that? All the pastors were sitting around Trump. Now look, you know what I'm saying? Where those passes at right now? You know, then you had Trump with Operation Warp Speed. Come on, man. So, all right, that's why the Lord said this. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal. You know, and that this money is corrupted. It gains interest on it. Bank accounts. I mean, loans. You have hidden fees. So this money is corrupted, man. Over time, it just loses value. It's not like fine wine or gold where it's precious and it becomes more in value. Over time, it lost value. You know, it's called debt, hyperinflation, printing of money. Now, it says where thieves break through and steal, man. That's those elite bankers that creep through and steal through fractional reserve currencies. That's what they get paid off of. Every little time you go to the ATM and that little fee they ask for, they get paid from that. The fractional reserve, every little penny from each person turns into millions quick. Your bank account, your birth certificate, fractional reserve currencies, man. All right, they getting paid off of it. All right, so and these bailouts, so they're still taking money from this country and giving it to these super rich before the destruction comes. So lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth. The Lord said what? But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither rust nor where moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. They can't steal your crown, you know, and the spiritual riches. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. And the Lord knows that. And what you truly treasure as a priority in our love. It says what? For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So that's why the Lord said the love of money is the root of all evil. These people got their mind in this earth like more than a damn ostrich, sticking the damn head in the dirt. All right, so it says here, the light of the body is the eye, and where, if therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. And if therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? And they become the blind leading the blind. I seen a video yesterday. It's a group of men walking with suits on, Jakes, and they like, yeah, it ain't the suits, it's the men. Why they doing the walk then? You know, like just because they got on the suit, that don't make them intelligent. Just because they got a degree, that don't make them wise. No man can serve two masters. What happened when they get their degree? They get their masters, right? Becoming master masons, basically. No man can serve two masters, man. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. But what did the Lord say? Take hold of eternal life, right? And hate death, hate vanity. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. See that? See, these people want to serve Mammon and they want more of it, riches and wealth, but they don't want to turn to the creator of it. You know, they worship the creation more than the creator. And Mammon represents riches. So people that's worrying about their money, worrying about this, they're not worrying about the Lord's will being done. They're not worrying about their family knowing the Lord, you know, Yahweh Shem Shai, in truth, not in lies, not in traditions, not in ways they know that would gain more money, going through the churches, giving manifest destiny, giving them money and all this madness. I seen a video the other day. it was some water coming out of a well, and they said this water is anointed. It's like, oh, they still doing that? They still selling water, holy water. All right, 1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. And that's the main thing. A lot of people. Oh man, I was talking to a brother yesterday. He was homeless out in the street here in Tampa, and he was on the side of the road. And as I was talking to him, he just jumped up and was like, "Yeah, man, my bad. I was asleep. Uh, I came out here to do something with myself, or to make some money, basically begging for money. And Scripture says you shouldn't do that. You know, it's better to die than to beg. That don't mean commit suicide, but die to this world. Turn to the Lord and try your best. That's all you can do. It's saying that, not saying that you shouldn't beg if you're in that condition, but it's saying that's a suffering condition. It's better to die than to go through that, man. That long-term suffering and poverty like that. Not that you should kill yourself, but so now, cause he was saying, he told the homeless guy I was talking to yesterday, Jake, and he said, I had to come out here and do something because my girl said I need to be out here and make some money. It's like, damn, bro, why is she not out here with you begging? Doing something, you know what I mean? Man, ain't gotta beg, you know what I mean? They can do something else. And they that weep as though they wept not, man. So there's gonna be a lot of death out here, and a lot of weeping from losing things. But we know that the Lord is about to wipe away all tears from Israel. And that's what we should be holding on to. Those that believe without seeing, man. But we're waiting for it in hope and in joy. And you're going to have times where you weep, but the Lord said, be as though you wept not. You're going to lose family members that don't listen. And if they perish, the Lord said, weep not. And they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, man. So you get a job, you like, it's bittersweet. You get a family, it's beautiful long as they're in the truth, but it's still bittersweet because look at the society, it's getting worse and worse. There's not no place for a child or a wife, But the Lord said, if you have that, you're not wicked, you know what I mean? And you stick with them and lead them to the kingdom as an example. And they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, man. See, these people rejoicing in this society and in these holidays and, every wave that America goes through, if it goes up, they like, yay. If it goes down, like a roller coaster ride, they like, oh, like the Roman Empire. And they that buy as though they possess not, right? You got to be willing to lose everything. See, people got all these businesses and online businesses, but I'm trying to start up one too, shit. But everybody trying to have a business once you get a certain, everybody's trying to have a business or just work a simple app job, and, daily bread. And that's right, man. They that buy as though they possess not. Like this one guy, he had dreadlocks. He used to come out to camp all the time and mock us and scoff at us. And he'd do all these acrobatic moves and be like, look what I can do, And I think he was on the Egyptology mess, and he had a business. He said, see, y'all need to get out here, man. Y'all out here teaching, and like bums. But look at me, I got a business. I'm like, so? You get a business, it's bittersweet because you got to pay your mortgage, you got to pay all kind of fees, and anything go wrong at any moment as far as the economy. Look at the lockdowns. It shut down so many small businesses, man. He said, be willing to throw it away according to Revelations 13, man. All right, 13:16, I think it is. The MOTB. Because that's what's going to lead them to it. That's the temptation and the slaughterhouse that these people are being led to as sheep to the slaughter. And the bait the money on the string is these businesses and the dollar, all right, and the smiles on our families' faces when we make all the money. I did it for them, getting them all to Black Friday, going out there and they kill somebody and to bring them back a damn Nintendo 84 or whatever they come out with now. And all right, so and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. It's passing away, man, but they trying to hold on to it. Like that guy said, yeah, we trying to find a way to slow it up. Why are you trying to slow it up? No, let's keep this thing going. Press the button, speed it up. You know, let it fall. Raise it. You know, and they that use this world as not abusing it, man. So, you know, nothing exceeds like excess. So you use the world, but don't abuse it, which will ultimately destroy ourselves. For the fashion of this world passeth away. So this economy is passing away, man. And these people do not like it. That's why the Lord said, come out of my people. It's talking about get your mind out of this place. You know, that you be not partakers of her destruction. Because it's passing away. You know, this current ruling system is over. It's fallen. It's fallen. And Israel is being raised up. Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little, right, man? You put blood, sweat, and tears out here into this damn system. But the Lord said, what? I know thy poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them would say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So the Lord is saying, we're rich, man. Look at everything that was taken during the Greek Empire, you know, and the Roman Empire. Shoot, they took all the riches. They even got something called the Ark of Titus from 70 AD that Domitian made as a commemoration to his brother Titus, when Titus and Vespasian, and when Titus was sent in there to what's his name, to take down Israel, all right, burn down the temple. So they got rich off of it. So, you know, everything really belongs to Israel, according to the book of Ezra. He said the world was made for our sake. Why don't we have an inheritance with the world right now? Because this is not our rest. Our rest is coming. All right, ye have sown much, but bring in little. You working all day, but you only get a small check. That's done on purpose, man. These damn devils want to keep people spoon fed, you know. Give you a little piece. I do that to my dog, man. They treat people like dogs. They know Jake. They call it 3/5 of a human, less than dogs. So what do you think they're doing now, man? The system is set up of racism against Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, especially now it's turned against the whole world, becoming a prison planet, especially here in America. Because why? Because it's a destruction and a falling of a whole system that they're doing, new world order, a fiat currency. They're moving away from that to a satanic system on this earth, all right, digital system. So you have sown much and you bring in little. You bring in a couple dollars, $500, but your birth certificate is worth, the check that they give you winds up being worth $10,000 once it gets put on the market by the banks. Tying it to your birth certificate and your bond number. But you go cash the check, you might have made $1,000 that week. They give you 1,000 debt notes, promises to pay. They only need one. Promises to pay, which is more hyperinflation. And that promise to pay, saying, all right, you promised to pay this. They need your signature. That's where your money is at. And they take that signature and go into your birth certificate, and they put that check on the market, or they hold it and it gains interest, and then they put it on the market and they sell it. All right, these banks, that's another way they make their money. So it wouldn't be no money in the banks if we didn't put them in there. if you didn't, the people put the money in the banks. That's how the money get there. But it says what? You bring in little, man. Ain't nothing what we bringing in. Crumbs. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink, man. And that's spiritual as well. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. Right? They got all the clothes and furs and minks, fly gear and Jordans, but they still not covered. They still walking around naked. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Like the Lord, like, yo, you don't see it. Like our nation is in a bad condition, man. You earning all these wages like people like Floyd Mayweather, billions of dollars, billions, but he got to keep doing exhibitions, just so. Not only because he loved fighting, but because it's like the gladiators, they got to make money, or a lot of gladiators would fight for their freedom, but the gladiators in ancient times, they would tie them to an animal as a death sentence, and if they make it free, they're free, or they make them fight each other, and whoever wins, they become free. And that started with Nero. All right. But anyway, so we make money, but we put into a bank account that got holes in it, man, all kind of fees, and in this society, you have to pay mortgages, taxes. People get millions, they got to pay taxes, and if they don't pay it, they get put in jail, like Wesley Snipes and Ron Isley. See, the elect, yeah, we human, but we trust in the Lord. Big difference, man. All right, 2nd Ezra 2:26, as for the servants whom I have given thee, see, the Lord sent you, and he ain't going to leave you here, man, stranded. He sent you here. And unless he calls you back home, he's going to give you what you need to do his will. He's going to equip you. And right now, all we need is our daily bread and more wisdom to be able to guide his people like King Solomon prayed for. There shall not one of them perish, man, for I will require them from among thy number. See, that goes in 2nd Ezra, the number of them whom thou longest for. 144,000 and the 1/3. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So this is what we holding on to. The Lord said it. He said it, so it's going to happen. Same thing he did with Noah. Same thing he did with Moses, Abraham, all the prophets of the Bible that believe, the ancient men of the Lord. The heathen shall envy thee. They're going to see it. They're going to see you being taken care of and having abundance and spiritual powers. But they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. That's martial law. They ain't going to be able to do nothing against you at some point. And we got to hold on to that and pray that the Lord counts us eligible in that day to be exempt. All right. Matthew 16:2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Right? They can't discern it. They don't. That's just it. Especially these religious folks, these Christians. They can't discern the signs of the times. These Muslims. All right? But they can judge the weather. For fear of danger or lightning or storms or hurricanes. But they can't judge the signs of the times. They see the destruction coming. They like, something's happening. That's what the guy was saying. He said something in the beginning of the video. They can feel something happening. You feel it, huh? You stick it, put a little spit on your finger and put your finger in the air and feel the weather, which way the wind going. Yeah, well, they need to do that spiritually with this. All right, Ephesians 5:15. This is the answer. This is the way. This is the preparation, the doomsday prepping right here. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, man. Put on as the elect of the Lord, man. Walk wisely in this world. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. See, we know these times are evil. These are evil times, bad times that we're in. But these people think this is heaven. Wherefore, be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. See, we focus on that, what the Father's will is, not just anything happening, or what do you call it? I forgot the word for it, the term for it. Random, things that's happening on the random. No, we know that the Lord is controlling everything. All right, and we trust in His will, and we're supposed to know what His will is, or understanding it, right, from what He told us. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit of truth. All right, I'm gonna end it here. It's 2 Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, man? So the elect are going to be here in those days. And it's going to be so fearful, even we would say that, who is going to deliver us? But now we know who's going to deliver the elect, Yahushua. All right? The beginning of sorrow, see, in the beginning of it. And that's what we're feeling. That's what you're seeing, the beginning of sorrow. That's what people like, all hell is breaking loose. And great mournings, man, a lot of death and loss. And the beginning of famine and great death, man. This is the beginning of it. That pressure, boy. You can feel it. It ain't even happened yet. It's happening sporadically, but it's going to happen on a mass scale. Look at them children that got killed the other day, 19 children. We try to tell people, it's going to be mass slaughter out here, man. All right, the beginning of wars. And the powers shall stand in fear. Isn't America standing in fear right now? I just did a video yesterday. They were crying about going to war. How they don't want it to happen. The beginning of evils. What will I do when these evils come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So it's going to happen, man. Part of the Lord's wrath. But these people don't want it to happen. They want to try to slow it up, slow up the prophecies, stop the Lord's hand, which they can't. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, Walmart, everyday low prices, right? That they shall think themselves to be in good case. See, everybody thought they were good, they were straight. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion, man. All right, so while everybody partying and bullshitting, the evils and the fire is getting higher. And Esau's turning up the heat on the frog, that's in the pot. And by the time the frog realizes it, it's going to be cooked. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Somebody need to tell these people that, because they obviously don't get it. They feel something happening. We're trying to find a way to slow it up. Listen, you can't stop it. And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy, man. So the famine's coming. Then you'll have martial law. All right? And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. It's going to happen, man. Thus saith the Lord. So I'm going to end it there and say, hey, Shalom.